Hi guys, here we are at Boots the Chemist here in the UK, and we're going to check out the new fragrance release, Paco Rabanne Pure Excess. Let's see how it smells. Okay, so here's what appears to be some kind of press release about this one that I found on Base Notes. So it says Pure Excess, excess in its purest state, skin overheating, an untamed oriental, on fire and fresh, decadent and raw, pure sex. The composition is announced as an oriental combination of fresh spices and heated resins and woods. It contains a large dose of fresh ginger, which is warmed by a carnal mixture of myrrh resin and sweet vanilla. So the three notes we get from that, ginger, myrrh and vanilla, that gives us some idea of what we can expect. So let's see how it smelled. Okay, so I've got a couple of tester strips with this fragrance on, and I've sprayed a little bit on my arm here. Now, it's not the first time I've tried it. It's been out about a week, and about 3 or 4 times now I've been into shops and sprayed it on a card and tested it out. So I've got a bit of an idea. What you've got here is a very pleasant smell. There's a little bit of freshness about this one, combined with quite a lot of sweetness and a sort of spicy, woody element as well. So soft, sweet, spicy and woody, yet slightly fresh. The ginger note is detectable in there, and it's a little bit like if you just open a fresh can of ginger ale or something like that, and that helps to give it that kind of interesting spicy freshness. There's definitely a very strong vanilla presence in this one, and there's also that slightly manly, fresh, woody note that we get in a lot of fragrances these days. So I think this would be quite a good crowd pleaser. A lot of people are really going to enjoy this one on first trying it on the tester strip in the shop, so it could sell quite well. It reminds me a little bit of things like La Nuit de l'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent, and more recently released was Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Mal Essence. So it's one of these kind of soft, sweet, spicy, woody scents that could be a very good all-rounder. That's my first impression. It's not blowing me away, but I'm finding it quite pleasant. I would put it that way at this point. I'd be interested to know if anyone else out there has tried it. I think there's one reviewer who's mentioned it online who compared it to a cross between Pure Malt and Pure Havane by Thierry Mugler. I didn't particularly notice that as a similarity or comparison that I would make, but we've certainly got a sweet scent here, but it's sweetness combined with freshness, and that could be a good thing. Performance, pretty impossible to judge at this point because I've just got a little bit on my arm and on cards. It doesn't seem super strong though, so I'm guessing it's going to be not great in performance, as is sadly the case with many modern releases. It doesn't smell particularly like any of the other excesses. It doesn't smell like the original Paco Rabanne excess, and not particularly similar to Black Excess or any of those. So it does seem to be a sort of new direction for that line. So certainly a very pleasant and well-made scent. Fairly typical of what designers are doing these days, and it seems to combine the two things that are popular, which is a sort of woody masculine freshness and sweetness. They're both really popular in fragrances at the moment, so it's got a bit of both of those in there. Not sure that I'm blown away by it, or that I would really consider getting a bottle at this stage, but I will try it a bit more, and you never know, I might change my mind. So far, just sort of moderately positive about this one. Quite nice, a little bit interesting, but maybe I'm not sure it stands out massively from a lot of other stuff out there. Let me know how excited you are to try this one, or if you have indeed tried it. Thanks for watching. Remember, whatever you're doing in life, let's project.
Maximum protection. This mode is now active. Nothing can stand in his way, so you better start to play, because Mr. Smelly